Hello everyone, this is Myralo here. Glad that you're back on the channel with me and just here to share an evening devotion coming from 1 John 3 and 1. Sometimes we don't feel loved or cared for or heard or pampered or whatever it is that we're looking for in a moment or in a day and in a week and a season and a time in our life where we feel like we're not loved or cared for. And in the world we live in today, there are a lot of things going on that have a lot of people feeling that they are not loved or not heard. But as the children of God, as a believer in Christ, as the people of God, we know that his word is his promise to us. And in his word in 1 John 3 and 1, he talks about how great a love that we are lavished upon by God, that we are called his children. And that is exactly what we are. To be someone's child, those of us who are parents, or if you have a niece or a nephew or a godchild or something that you care for, children are near and dear to their parents' hearts, to their grandparents' hearts even. There's nothing that they would not do to take care of them, to provide for them, to protect them in any circumstance in life. I've heard parents even say, take me. If they need my kidney, you can have it. If they need blood, they can have it. I'd rather my child live and be taken care of, and I'll deal with what I have to deal with. Feed the child first. I'll deal with what I have to deal with. That's in the human perspective. That same, if a human can love their child that much, imagine how much God the Father in heaven loves us, his believers, those his followers, those who have chosen to take on his name, those who have come under the umbrella of his safety called salvation. He's such a great love that he has called us his children. That means we have the family of God around us. We have brothers and sisters in Christ, and we might be by ourselves, but we are never alone, because Jesus said in his word itself that I will never leave you nor forsake you, but I will be with you even until the end of time, even till the end of the world. These are his promises to us. And we have to remind ourselves in those times where you don't feel loved, you don't feel seen, you don't feel heard. Just remember that 1 John 3 and 1 says, what great love God has lavished upon us. That means he didn't sparingly give it or just drip drop it. He lavished that love on us. He lavishes this love on us. And we just have to remember his promises and remind God of his promises, not because he forgot, but we need to remind him that we remember what he has spoken, and we speak, God, you said you love me, but I don't feel love right now. God, you said you'd lavish your love upon me. And just put that in prayer. Begin to love on God and see if you don't feel his love back, because as his child, that is for sure what you are, a loved, provided for, protected child of God. Know today that you are loved. Out of every husband that could love you, any wife that can love you, any child that can love you, any best friend that can love you, all those are different types of love, but any kind of love or acceptance you think you can feel from another human being, God's love is greater. And when their love is unable to reach you, or when their love is not being shown in a certain moment or season of time in life, God's love will always be there. And if you don't feel it, reach out and worship. Begin to love on him and remind him, God, I know you love me because you said you lavish your love on those who you have called your children, and I am your child. So I know you love me. Remind yourself that you are loved by God. Till next time, subscribe to the channel, click the like button, leave a comment if this has been a help to you, and I will respond to those comments so that we can interact with one another. Welcome to the channel. I'll see you soon.